bunnies, welcome back to my channel. So I am up close and personal here because we're gonna be doing a bronzy eyeshadow look today. So we're gonna be playing with some eyeshadows and playing with a brand new palette. Bronzy looks, you guys, are like literally my go-to and my favorite. You just can't go wrong with a bronzy eye because you can do anything from like a very subtle bronzy look to bumping it up to like bombshell bronzy goddess, which is the look that I think that we're gonna do today. Because I'm gonna be playing with a brand new palette. This is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes, you guys. When I open up this palette, look at all these bronzy shades. Like literally when I first saw this palette on Mac Daddy, which he is the CEO of Artist Couture, he posted a video on YouTube playing with this palette. He did create 2 other looks. If you guys are interested, definitely check him out. I will link his YouTube channel down in the description box for you guys. I was like, okay, I have to have this palette. He is just really well known for having a bronzy look all the time. His face always looks so flawless. It looks so bomb. And so when I saw he came out with this, I was like, oh my god, yes. Literally so perfect for anybody who does do makeup and you guys do a lot of brides or a lot of clients who like more of the bronzy looks. This is definitely a must palette in your kit. And the best thing about this palette too, you guys, is that está bien chiquito, but it's perfect. Like it's not too bulky. Like it's definitely gonna fit in your makeup case just fine. And I just love it. It's very, very travel friendly. This does run for $40. But of course, if you feel like you already have a lot of these nude shades and other palettes that you have, then definitely skip out on this. But I just love how this palette just has like the bone shade. You definitely have to have one of these colors, and then this one right here too for anybody who is a little bit darker. But I just love how they have a dark brown. They don't have a black in this, but I think that's totally okay. I mean, I think we all have a favorite black eyeshadow. Do I wish that he would have incorporated that in this palette? Yes. But we do have a dark brown. I'm really curious to see how this does perform. But other than that, this palette definitely like made me drool, and I just had to have it. Me being such a makeup fanatic, I just had to have it. Also get a really, really good mirror in here, not a cheap mirror. And yeah, I'm just excited and obsessed, and I can't wait to slap these on my eyes today. Out with some lipsticks. I have a little postcard here, or postcard? Information card. 6 brand new lipsticks. They're called the Silk Cream lipsticks, which run for $18. They also have their Diamond Glow powders, which I will also demonstrate in this video for you guys. I run for $27 each. It is oil-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. So that is super exciting. You can definitely find this collection now on Artist Couture. I don't know if it's available in Sephora just yet. If it is, I will link it down below, but you can definitely find Artist Couture inside Sephora stores. And then I did buy one of the palettes, I did buy one of the lipsticks. The lipstick shade that I got is Saucy Gal. So I'm really excited to slap this on and try it out for you guys. I've been really obsessed with the KKW Beauty lipsticks. They are seriously like my go-to right now. They are just so bomb. And they just make me feel really bronzy and snatched. I don't know why snatched, but it just makes me feel really snatched. If you guys have not tried any of KKW Beauty lipsticks, you definitely have to. I do hope that Kim decides to take out more of her matte lipsticks, because the one that she collaborated with Mario, the shade called He's a Mixer, so bomb. I just love that lipstick so much. I regret not buying a backup because I'm afraid to run out of that because I love it so much. But I hope that she comes out with more matte lipsticks. But I'm really, really stoked to try this one. If you have this palette, feel free to follow along. If you don't, definitely it's okay. Go ahead and grab a bronzy palette that you have and follow along with me. I know with coronavirus right now, we are all inside watching tutorials, so this will be a great time for you guys to actually learn and maybe try to master this eyeshadow look. Let's go into Transcend. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This shadow right here. I'm gonna be applying this. Let's start towards the outer corner first. I've been recently loving applying my eyeshadow towards the outer corner. I don't know why. I feel like it makes it easier to create a nice like pulled back eye look, if that makes sense. I just love it. And then with whatever you have left, start to take it inwards. With this, I actually want to go a little bit higher than what I normally do. And then this is the part that I love doing when it comes to bronzy looks. I like to take whatever I have left and start to take it up towards the side of your nose. So we started off back here, and then with whatever we have left on the brush, we start to buff it in this way and then take it down to the side like this. Because right here, it starts to disappear with whatever you have left, so it doesn't look super harsh. And that really gives a nice starting point, because then we're gonna go in and contour our nose. And then I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a long time, but whenever I do my nose contour, I always take the bronzer up towards my brows. And this is just going to allow for everything to look really well blended and look really smooth. That's what I like to do, because I really like this part of my eye to look really, really bronzy. I don't know what it is, but whenever I take pictures, I just love when this looks a little bit darker. I don't know, it just gives me a nice bronzy, tingly feeling inside. And then the outer corner, just flick it. And then with whatever I still have left, I like to take it towards the bottom of my lower lash line. So that way later, this will connect really, really softly with the other colors that we're going to layer on. Now on top of that shadow, you guys, I'm gonna go into the shade called Nudist, which is this one right here. And we're gonna go ahead and just blend out the edges. Still using my Morphe M433. And then just going right on top of this and doing the same thing, but we're just gonna avoid touching this area right here. We just wanna blend out and smooth out the edges, so that way we can't tell where the first shadow that we placed started and stopped. I am loving these colors, you guys. So far, so good. All right, you guys, so it should look something like this. I am loving this so far. Now I'm gonna go back into my Morphe M433, still using the exact same brush. I'm gonna go into the shade called Aesthetic, which is the shadow right here. And we're gonna place this again towards the outer corner. You guessed it, good job. And just pat it in. So it's kind of like the looks that I normally do, but now we're just using more of like the bronzier shades. I'm gonna build it up a little bit more, going into the crease of my eye, and then with whatever I have left. And again, I'm doing very light pressure. I'm not going in with like a super heavy hand, just very, very, very light. Pretty. Okay, so now at this time, you guys, let's go back into a shade called Nudist, which is this one right here. We're gonna go back into that, and we're gonna go ahead and blend Aesthetic right above this again, so that way there's no harsh lines. Okay, so of course, you know me, I want to bump it up just a little bit more. I'm gonna go into the shade called Mink, which is that nice dark brown shade right there, and still using my Morphe M433. What we're gonna do, you guys, is just pat it towards the outer corner only, but really close to the lower lash line, or the top lash line, sorry. And then just buff back and forth like this. And then again, you guys, just flick towards this way, and that's it. We're just gonna keep it right there. I just want more of the definition going this way. So it's kind of like we have like a smoked out liner. That's how I want to keep it. And then I do, with very light pressure, start to buff it upwards like this, but very, very lightly. I mean, it's like the little things that really make a huge difference. So go ahead and do the other eye. And at this point, you guys, you just want to go ahead and start to go back to the shades that we first started off with and start to blend out the edges on top. So I'm going back into the shades called Nudist, Transcend, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just those two, and go back and forth until you are happy with what you have. And then I'm gonna go into this little Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M514, and I'm gonna go into the shade called Expose, that nice bone shade right here. And I'm gonna place this all over my brow bone just to blend out all of these other edges right here. So now I'm gonna go into a dark brown eyeliner. This is from Urban Decay, the Glide On 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Demolition, which is just a nice dark brown liner. And this, you guys, I'm gonna place it underneath here. I'm gonna tie line my eyes. And then I'm gonna take it right on top. And it can be messy, it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're gonna blend it out in just a second. Really, really smoky. I told you guys we're gonna go in pretty ham. Then I'm gonna go into the small Morphe brush. I know that these sets are actually currently sold out on Morphe, but any detailed brush will work. I'm gonna go back into a shade called Mink, that nice dark I was gonna say that dark purple, that dark brown, and just go on top of it to smoke it out. And the reason why, you guys, I went in with the liner first because I still want my top lash line to look really smoky after we have applied the glittery shade. I feel like it's harder for me whenever I apply a glittery shade first and then go in with a brown liner. I just feel like there's more fallout because the shimmery shadow is already on the lid. Just my personal preference, is what I think in my head. So I always like to do this first and then go in with a shimmery shadow. Okay, so for the main lid shade, I'm gonna go into the shade called Opulence. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The shadow right here, I think it's just so gorgeous and it's perfect for today's eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna go in with my finger with absolutely no setting spray. I'm just gonna apply it right on top. Whoa! So pretty. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna buff it out like this. I'm using the Morphe M433, the one that we use to highlight our brow bone, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dust it off like this with absolutely no product. I'm just pushing in the shimmery shadow into the other shadows that we have on. So once you've blended it out and smoothed out the edges, you guys, with the shimmery shadow, I'm going into this MAC 248 brush. It's just really, really flat. And what I'm doing is going back into that shade called, I'm gonna try to pronounce it, that one that we have on the main lid. I'm just going up like this. Just makes it look a little bit more cleaner. And then I'm gonna go back into the Morphe M514 and then just dust off or blend out that glittery shade. Alright guys, so something like this. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, apply some mascara, and then we can go ahead and move forward with doing the lower lash line. So I will be right back. Alright my honeys, so I just finished off, well, kinda semi-finished off my face. I do have some setting powder underneath my eyes because I'm baking, and then I'm gonna start off to do the lower lash line, and then finish off my face so I can show you guys the lipstick. So for the lower lash line, Charlotte Tilbury, this is her Copper Charge Matte Pencil. So I'm gonna go into this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is just place it towards the lower lash line. And for the waterline, I'm gonna go into my Chromographic pencil by MAC. Going back into the Supreme Nudes palette, I'm gonna go into the shade called Aesthetic. So for the waterline, I'm gonna go into my little Chromographic pencil by MAC, and this is gonna go inside right here. And now for my lower lash line, I'm gonna go into my Roller Lash by Benefit. I've been loving this mascara lately. So bomb. I love it to use it towards my bottom lashes. Let's go ahead and highlight our inner corner. And I'm gonna go into the shade called Lavish, which is this shimmery shadow right here. And this is gonna go into our inner corner. And I'm using my Sigma pencil brush, the E30. And picking that up with absolutely no setting spray. I'm gonna place this right here. And this gives me more of a bronzy vibe. So this is really pretty. All right, my honeys, so I just finished off my entire face. Now let's go ahead and apply the highlighter, the glow powders that I was telling you guys a little bit ago, and then plus the lip. So for the glow powder today, I'm gonna go into the shade called Illuminati. This color is so stunning and I feel like it fits my complexion the best. And I'll bring it up close so you guys can see. I just don't wanna like spill it, but these glow powders, you guys, can seriously last you a very long time. I am gonna go into my brush, which is the Artist Couture AC03 brush. I don't think they actually sell these in stores just yet, but any highlighter brush that you want. Now I don't go in with any setting spray. I just go directly into the pan and then apply it. You can if you want to, but I don't want it to look so harsh. I just want a little bit of a glow. As you guys can see here, like, whoa, it is so pigmented and applies it really nicely. Sometimes I will apply it right here, just a little bit, so that when you do smile and the light hits your cheeks, this does light up when you take pictures. And then I do apply some above my brow, and then on the bridge of my nose, just a tiny bit. Okay, so now it's time to apply the lip. So I'm gonna go into the shade called Saucy Gal. This is a shade that I wanted the most. But here is the packaging. It is so stunning, so Mac Daddy. It's black, it's gold. I just love how simple and how classy this packaging looks. And then when you twist it up, here you have that shade. Once again, it is Saucy Gal, and it's such a really pretty nude color. And then for my lip pencil, I'm gonna go into my Mario and collab with KKW Beauty in the shade called a Beauty Icon. You guys already know that this is my jam. I love, love, love so much. Okay, so here we go. So normally how I apply lipstick, you guys, is just by tapping. I don't go in strictly like this. I just like to tap it into my lips and blend out the liner, and oh my god, you guys, this color already. Okay, Mac Daddy, I see you, boo. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger as per usual and just blot. I love doing this because it removes any extra product off my lips. Alright guys, so now the finish of the lipstick is definitely not matte. It definitely reminds me of the KKW Beauty lipsticks formula that are more like silky, but I'm not mad at it. It keeps your lips really moisturized without it looking too dry or too matte. So with that said, you guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. What do you guys think about this bronzy look? Who loves bronzy looks? If you do, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you're going to be picking up this palette, because I definitely recommend it, you guys, hands down. It's such a good palette. I just love how small it is. It can fit in your makeup kit. It can also fit in your bag if you're going to travel. It's really small. I love it. It has a good mirror, and you can definitely create so many looks when it comes to this palette. Anything from like a soft bronzy look to something more dramatic like we did today. And of course the lipstick, can we say any more? I just love the way that this looks on me. I really want to go and buy the nudist nude in the collection and give that one a try. The glow powders, I've already used them before, so I already know how good they are. I definitely recommend those. And with that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. If you did follow along today, let me know on Instagram, because I would love to know if you did follow along and how did your look come out. Tag me. I would love to see your recreation or what you came up with. And before you do leave my channel today, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Besitos, los quiero mucho, and stay safe, you guys. Bye!